What's up, Wastelanders? My name is Oscapt.
And I'm Noodle Pan.
Earlier today, Bethesda dropped the latest developer preview for the upcoming Milepost Zero / Season 18 update, which drops on
September 3rd.
This is the first developer preview that we've seen since they changed the new scoreboard system back in Season 16.
Oh, you mean the dumpster fire season?
The one end of the same, yes. So it was nice of them to drop this and give us a look at how some of the upcoming Milepost Zero things are going to work. We've seen this video already, it's relatively short, but there was some stuff in there that we did not expect and which we would like to share with you.
Some good things and some strange things.
First of all, I want to show you this screen here. Whenever I see this, I realize that this is the kind of a video game that I want to play. But something that I've never understood is why is the M crooked?
That's the thing that bothers you on this screen?
Is it because they expect the people that are playing this game are high or drunk? I don't know.
Or engaged in intense violence at the moment.
Let's get started.
Howdy, cowpokes. I'm John Rush, Creative Director for Fallout 76. Fancy meeting you out here in these parts.
I like that they gave us John Rush instead of Jesse today.
Yes, I find this guy has a very friendly face.
I think his job as creative director is completely different from Jesse's job as how to get more money out of Fallout 76's users.
Yes. I also like that they took the time to put him in costume and put him on this backdrop of, what is this, Wayward?
This is at the Wayward, yeah.
Cool.
Well, while I've got you here, let me tell you about Milepost Zero, the next update coming to Fallout 76 this September. For Milepost Zero, we wanted to underline the emergent interactions between players that are special and unique to Fallout 76.
What does that mean?
I think we're all special.
Like unique and special snowflakes kind of special?
Yeah, exactly.
Is Fallout 76 the new Fight Club?
You are not special. You are not a beautiful or unique snowflake. You are the same decaying organic matter as everything else.
Well, you know what? The first rule of Fallout 76?
We don't talk about
We
the
don't talk.
updates.
We don't talk about the updates. And the second rule of Fallout 76 is that you will like it, whatever they give you.
That's right.
Caravans have come to Skyline Valley. What better way to fortify bonds with your fellow Wastelanders than running routes along the perilous Skyline Drive?
Yeah, fortified bonds.
Is that why we play the game?
That's exactly why we play the game. It's so that we are all friends and bonded. That's why you folks all play, isn't it? Not to kill things in the wasteland.
Definitely not.
Players will find a new quest which leads them to Milepost Zero, an abandoned headquarters for the Blue Ridge Caravan Company.
That doesn't look so abandoned to me.
Oh, you're right. It's totally not.
Let's get you on the road. I've marked your map. Brahmin's already made a start, so best get a move on.
Cough up some caps to cover the upfront cost.
Whoa. Hold on a second.
whoa.
We have to pay apps to start this? What the hell kind of crap is that?
No, notice that he didn't say how much we have to pay. That's never a good sign.
Do we have to pay once? Do we have to pay every single time?
Oh, that would be messed up if we have to pay caps every single time we want to run a caravan.
Though it will give us a translation between the cost of a supply if you have to pay caps and then you get X amount of supplies, but it also means that if you have to pay the same amount of caps, but you get fewer supplies, if you don't finish it the correct way, then you've actually spent more per
Interesting.
supply. This, I think he's working with Jesse.
Oh no, it's actually Jesse in the hat.
Upfront costs, and you'll be guided to the departure point on the map. Stick to the route, keep your Brahmin safe from local critters, raiders, and other surprises. Passers-by can also join in and help you on the road, although you'll earn the most rewards for starting the caravan yourself.
What? That makes no sense at all. Didn't you say this is all about forming bonds and fortifying friendships? Who's going to want to run with you if you're the one getting all the loot?
Well, yeah, we've seen this in the last couple of days. It looks like if you start the caravan and you complete it with all of the whatever criteria passed, you get 50 supplies, but anybody who joins in along the way gets 3.
3.
3, that's it. So it begs the question of why the heck is anybody going to join in your caravan if they're not actually going to get anything? This simply becomes part of, what is it, the patriarchy?
Yes.
Like he who runs the caravan is the manager and they who just step in and help are the lowly people who get minimum wage.
I have a question though. Do you have to pay to join the caravan, whether you start it or you join it?
No, no, the people who join it can just join it along the way.
Oh, okay. So
It's
at
like
least
a quest or an event that's
okay,
moving.
okay. So the leader, the person who starts, pays, but they get a buttload of rewards.
Yes,
And the other friends and bond formers can join for free, but they get butt kiss.
butt kiss. That's right.
Consider setting up a camp around one of the new caravan routes to encourage travelers to visit your vendor, or set up defense posts to help your fellow adventurers.
That's an interesting idea. Setting up a camp along the route is cool, or setting up defense posts is cool. If there are places where attacks are more likely to take place, putting up a camp in that location with some turrets to help the caravans that are coming by is kind of neat.
However, inviting millions of people to set up their camp in the same location, I think is just disaster waiting to happen.
You don't think Bethesda thought it through?
Bethesda thought it through.
That's madness. If you ever played any of the Elder Scrolls where you ran into Cicero, give us a thumbs up on the video.
We can't wait to see what new camps pop up along this route. The greater the risk, the greater the reward.
No, the greater the risk, the greater the 3 supplies that you still get.
Caravan running is a tough racket, so what's in it for you if you succeed? Completing missions for the Blue Ridge Caravan Company will unlock a caravan outpost of your very own.
Okay, that's cool. I have not heard that before.
That is extremely cool. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I think it's like a camp place that you get that's your own.
It sounds like a camp place. You maybe just get extra budget to put something in your own camp?
Maybe.
I don't know.
It sounds cool.
Besides wasteland infamy, continued success affords you the means to expand your outpost, upgrade the decor, and even populate the space with specialty vendors from far away.
Expand? Did he say expand? Are we getting more camp space?
And populating it with specialty vendors that may behave like allies, but you can have multiples of them?
Wow. Okay, so he's standing in front of the Wayward when he's giving this speech. Maybe our outpost is like our very own little Wayward, and you have like your own vendors and stuff.
Well, but the in-game footage that they're using right now looks more like the abandoned outpost that we find. Maybe you find an abandoned outpost and that's what you hit to take over.
Train your brahmin to increase their hardiness out on the trail and brand them from a list of available first and last names. Say hello to Mr. Moo back here.
Okay, Bethesda clearly thought through this portion of it by forcing you to pick from a list of available first and last names, because you can only imagine what names the community would give to their Brahmin if they were allowed to name them anything they wanted.
Wait, you don't think we're a community of responsible adults?
No.
We can't wait to hear the heroic tales of our caravan adventurers. Whew, that sounds like a lot, but of course, that's not all players are going to get with Milepost Zero.
Woohoo! Best builds! This is something I am very excited about.
Best Builds is our latest expansion of the camp building system. Put together an awesome camp and want the world to see? Making a best build is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, build it. Make sure to put your best foot forward.
Do you think that having a camp competition will encourage people to build better camps and learn building strategies? Or do you think it's just going to become an elitist event where all of the existing superstar camp builders kind of own it forever?
Nah, I think it will actually naturally even out. This has nothing to do with names or popularity. People can physically visit these camps, and if they like what they see, they thumbs it up. So it's gonna work like a YouTube algorithm, which totally works smoothly.
Best foot forward. The competition is steep. Step 2, upload your camp build and accompanying imagery. Step 3, vote. Upvoted best builds become featured camps across several servers. You know what they say, what comes around goes around.
No, that's not what they say. It's the other way around. Goes around.
Comes around.
What you give out to the world, you get back in return. Not what you get is what you give. Come on, Bethesda. Who wrote the script for this guy?
And why didn't he catch that?
You know what they say? Nope, we don't either.
When you're moseying about and happen upon a best build, make sure to give them that good old-fashioned thumbs up. There's no gesture as tried and true, nothing more reassuring to our Appalachian architects.
Platitudes.
Platitudes, yes. If you don't know what a platitude is, go look it up.
Google it.
We know our players love their legendary gear, weapons, armor, power armor, and our new legendary crafting system provides them with clear pathways to success when building them out.
This is hands down the most exciting part of this update. And I don't play on the PTS server because I'm a PlayStation person. But seeing this here and some of the stuff that he's about to show has me genuinely excited. I think this is going to be the most game-changing, literally, event that we've had in the game since you and I started playing it.
Wow, that's saying a lot. So you think this whole legendary system upgrade is more important than all of the other cow fluff and camp fluff?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see it.
Players can now scrap legendary weapons, armor, and power armor at a workbench. Yeehaw!
Now that's pretty cool. Instead of going to the legendary scrap machines at the White Spring or at a train station, being able to scrap the stuff at a workbench is so much more convenient. And when I heard that we were going to be able to do that, I thought that we would be given a choice between scrapping it at the train station for legendary scrip or scrapping it at a workbench for basic materials and the possibility of learning one of the attributes. But what it looks like is that when you scrap it at a workbench, you get materials and legendary scrip and the opportunity to learn.
Oh, wow. So you get everything you got before, but you can do it at your own workbench at your camp.
Which hopefully means that they're going to do away with the daily limit on legendary script that you have in the machines.
Uh-huh.
And they might do away with the machines entirely.
Oh,
'cause
wow. Why keep them?
Why do you need them?
Oh, and that means that if you're Fallout first, you can use the machines at your tent as well. So if you're like outside an event, like the Mossman Equinox, and you have your tent set up right outside the border, you can just jump out, walk to your tent, scrap everything.
Yep.
For each legendary item that gets scrapped, the player has a chance to learn the recipes for crafting those legendary mods themselves. After crafting the legendary mod at a tinker's workbench, you can apply it to weapon, armor, or power armor. You can even sell or trade these with other players.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
So you learn the plan, and then you can craft the item, which requires some type of resources. Now, we've heard that resources are a little strange. Some things need bobbleheads. Some things need Deathclaw hands. Some things need whiskey. So this also opens up the requirement to start collecting other things that you may not often use.
Oh, but we saw all of these collectors coming though to the Atomic Shop. A whole bunch of new collectors are now in the making.
That's
Resource collectors.
interesting, but you're not going to get a resource collector for bobbleheads. And even the Deathclaw Slow Roaster doesn't create Deathclaw hands. It creates Deathclaw meat.
Oh.
So you're probably not going to get collectors for the stuff that you need for the legendary modules, but maybe for the things that require junk or alcohol.
You can still roll legendary mods onto weapons that don't have a mod in a particular slot.
This I did not expect. Currently in the game, you can either roll a random 1-star, 1 and 2, or 1, 2, and 3, and it overwrites everything that is on the weapon now. They're changing it where you can re-roll the 1-star, the 2-star, or the 3-star without undoing the previous ones.
Oh, that's actually extremely cool.
So you can just continue to roll 1-stars until you get what you want, and then the 2-stars and the 3-stars, and you don't have to worry about running around with a weapon that has one 3-star thing that you want and a 2-star and a 1-star that you really don't care about.
Dude, it's about time.
This overhaul to the system is going to make the randomness of God rolls irrelevant. It's going to undo the entire third-party payment structure for buying in-game weapons with real money. And it's going to give you a lot more flexibility to craft the weapons that you want for your playstyle. I almost said this is the smartest thing that Bethesda has ever done. And it might be the smartest
It might
thing.
be.
It might be. And I'm tempted to say that it makes their other mistakes forgivable, but
no.
it doesn't.
And upgrade an existing legendary item with a lower star count. We couldn't be more thrilled to get legendary crafting into your hands. This exciting feature makes it easier for our adventurers to try alternate playstyles and builds, as well as setting the stage for future content down them country roads.
Okay, that's a teaser. They're going to use this as a springboard for something else that only Bethesda can imagine.
I can hardly wait.
That's all for now, folks. I've got a caravan to lead. Time to giddy up.
Yay! Well, what do you think?
I think they're going to screw it up.
I think it's going to come with an avalanche of bugs and unpredictable stuff.
And that's the real reason that we play the game, is because without that, it would be really hard to make content.
That's true.
We're like,
We-
hey, look, the company released another update that works.
We love Bethesda with all of their dysfunctional weirdness. It's humorous. Like, we can't even get mad at this. We see this, there's a lot of exciting stuff in this update, but we know it's going to be another freaking dumpster fire, and we're still going to be thankful to get it.
So keep your hopes high, your expectations low, and start holding on to every legendary that you can get. If you haven't invested in mules, now's the time to figure it out. Overload your stash box and hold on for September 3rd.
And join me for some awesome camp builds and tutorials, because we'll be building a lot of camps from now on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Noodle Pants.
And I'm Oscapt.
And until next time,
Stay safe out there, Vault Dwellers.
In the heart of West Virginia, where the shadows creep and sway, lies a land of rusted dreams, where the brave dare not stray. Appalachia, oh, it's a treacherous ride, with dangers untold and nowhere to hide.